Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to do a mail merge using Streak within Gmail. This assumes that you know something about Streak, but not an awful lot. Anyways, it's a relatively easy thing to do. Firstly, what you do is you've got to create a CSV spreadsheet. That's a comma separated field or something spreadsheet with all the fields you want to import. And you've also got to include two other fields, stage and notes. So you can put whatever fields here you want, but obviously you'd want the person's name. I like to call people by their first name, so I have name, which is their full name, so I can reference it later and know what their surname is, but first name is a useful field for emails. Company name, job title, telephone, and email. And don't worry about leave those two blank. These names have to match exactly the names on the pipeline that you've created over here. You see over here I've got name, company name, job title. You can't just have company. You've got to have company name if that's the field that's the name of the field over here. If you just call this company, then it would be fine to have company over here, but they have to match. Now you'll notice actually that I've got no first name in the field over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here next to name, and I'm just going to go insert column, freeform, and in here I'm just going to write first name. Alright, that's done. Now I'm actually ready to import. As we can see, if we scroll along here, we see I've got the stage and notes and email and all the other columns that I've had in the spreadsheet. These colored things over here are actually showing the stages that you're at. So when you go to stage over here, you can actually choose the stage of the process that you're at over here. But anyway, these things you can change. These obviously I'm going to change because these aren't ones that I like to use. But I want to just show you how to do the mail merge first. Right, so now we go off to more. Over here, you can choose to import boxes from CSV. Now, this is regarded as a box. Each line is a box. So basically, it's going to convert each of your contacts with all their details and create a separate box for each one. So we're going to import boxes from CSV. And it says or choose file. You can drag and drop, or just choose file. I've created a test one over here with just those few details that I showed you earlier. Importing the boxes, verifying, and now it's telling you which fields it's actually matched. Name, stage, notes, first name, which is good. I've just created that. Company name, job title, telephone, email. That looks like all of them. And I'm going to say start import. And then once import's complete, you can see it's got all the names of those people and their companies and everything. And I'm going to obscure that so that you can't see that. And just for privacy's sake, I've actually created some bogus email addresses which will work to show that it works, but actually don't go to these people. So now we've created that. Sometimes if it's a very long list, for example like 100 people, it might take a little while, and occasionally I've had this weird thing where the stages, the kind of the numbers of the people. So for example, I've got 5 that are all in lead. It's the first stage over there, lead. Sometimes that'll change automatically, weirdly, and I have to kind of refresh Gmail over here to bring it back to normal. But don't worry about that. Now we're going to choose the recipients we want to email. So we can either click there and just do all of them. Actually, it'll just be those ones there. Or just click them one by one. There's no way to sort of click one and then shift click to another group to make a group. You have to do them one by one or all of them, which is a bit silly. But anyway, we've got all of these things here. Now we go off to more. And we go to more, and it says send mass mail merge. And that's what we're going to do. Click on that. Down here it says continue with mail merge. Good, let's continue. And now you can see it brings up a sort of a new message window with extracted emails on the left here and a blank over here on the right. Now over here we're going to do quite a few different steps of the process. The first thing we're going to do is actually compose our email. So in the subject we're going to write hello. No, actually that's a bad subject. We're going to write videos for sale. Okay, there we go. And then the things we're going to say hello, and now we want to put a person's name. We want to put a first name, what I would want to. I'm going to, instead of doing the forms email, because it's not from an email, it's from from a box rather than from an email. So we go first name, hello first name, comma, I see you work for, and insert again, we're going to put company name, I love that company. This isn't something you should write to your clients. I love that company. Is your job title question mark, if so, please give me a call. Regards, Mark. Okay, and we could insert any of the fields that we wanted to have over there. Typically you wouldn't want to stick their contact details in there, but yeah, that's that. Now what we're going to do is because we want to send this off again and again, so for example this is a letter that I'm going to be using over a period of time, I want to do what's called creating a snippet. We're going to create a new snippet from the current message, and now that is going to mean that every time that I want to do a mail merge like this, I don't have to type this whole thing out again, I'll just reuse the same one. So I'm going to create a new snippet from the current message, and see over here it's brought a new message thing here. It's asking for a name of this snippet, so we'll say video tutorial snippet. Insert snippet. When I type over here, we have a keyword. So say for example I type in the word gonzo. Right? When I type the word gonzo in, it's going to just bring up the snippet. And it's just a nice shortcut. Instead of typing out or going here to import it, we can just type in a keyword. Don't worry about the pipeline, everything else is fine. I've left auto complete on. Save the snippet, and there it is there, video tutorial snippet. You can click on it to bring it up here and say done. And now you'll notice if you click on any of these emails like this one here, it fills in those fields. Actually what it's done, unfortunately, with the company, it seems to have a space after that. Now I'm not sure why it's done that, because if you look at my spreadsheet over here on the company name, there is no space. Oh, there's a space. So you see what I've done? I actually had a space after the company name here, which has caused this error over here. So you can see this little space over there. That's been caused by my sloppy spreadsheet. So make sure that you've done all that stuff correctly. Right, now the next thing to do is just to push send. If you just push send, it's going to send all those things, and because we've got a bogus emails there, we can do that. So let's just do it. Boom, send. Mail merge happening 1 and 5. Now they happen one by one. And that's pretty much that. Now, that's pretty much that. Now, once all that's done, you can have a look at the boxes that I've got here. So, for example, to this guy over here, Mr. Alex, if I click on that, it shows the email that I've sent to him. So over here, it's got the exact email that I've sent. If he responds to me, it's going to show up here as well. So it's going to be fantastic that all the stuff that I sent by sort of mail merge, when they reply, I'm going to get responses directly over here, which is really excellent. Let me go back there, and you can see there's I go back to my pipeline. So they're all my contacts there that I sent stuff to, and they're the boxes. I just go into the box over there, and I can write notes about them. There's a bunch of stuff I can do, but that's for a separate point. And that is that.